What is it? Waterlogged?
It's Waterdogs.
Waterdogs.
Welcome back to the Fast Break. We have had a massive week so far. Protected rosters were announced.
And PLL took on LacroSse. It was an incredible weekend there in Philly. And while we were there, we shot a special on face-off moves.
I'm betting on you, RJ. New Yeezys if you make it.
Let's see if we can fit everything into the opening face-off.
Head coaches from the original 6 clubs had to submit their protected rosters by Monday. Now, what this means is that they got to keep 10 positional players and 1 goalie. The rest of their roster is now up for grabs for the Waterdogs during the expansion draft happening in February.
And a lot of notable names up for grabs for the Dogs this year. We have Christian Cuccinello, Sergio Salcido, Miles Thompson, and Connor Kelly, all unprotected.
And we are headed back to Atlanta, Georgia for our week 2 stop on our 2020 tour. This time we will be headed to Fifth Third Bank Stadium. The link is down below for you to pre-register for tickets.
LacroSse was bonkers this weekend, man. We were on the floor with tons of PLL pros. Gutty, Drenner, Miles, Paul, Greg Renly, and tons of pros were out there. We had an incredible time. We debuted Waterdog merch, Waterdog sticks and shirts, and it was a wild weekend all around, Lisa, and it was great spending it all with you. But who's going to be repping these colors in 2020?
I have my eye on Connor Kelly of the Whip Snakes. Now, why I think he would be perfect for the Waterdogs. He is versatile. He can play righty. He can play lefty. He was a huge asset for the Whip Snakes during the second half of the season, and especially during the championship game. He stopped the bleeding when the Redwoods were making a comeback in the fourth quarter.
If I'm Andy Copeland, I've got my eye on Christian Cuccinello. Cooch is a party starter, man. He's a physical dodger, and the Archers' offense improved all around when he was locked into that starting attack line. Cuccinello really shined in the second half of the season, and look at him dodging aggressively against Atlas's Tucker Durkin. I want Cooch on my squad if I'm a Waterdogs fan.
He's going toe-to-toe with Tucker Durkin here, and he executes a perfect question mark.
There's a lot of moves to be made over the next month. It's going to be a very interesting time.
Expansion draft goes down first half of February. So while we were at LacroSse, we thought, let's do a special on facing off. We met up with Jerry and Greg, 2 of the most knowledgeable guys in the game, to gain some insight on second moves.
Let's head to Philly.
Just like we said, here with Greg and Jerry, and we're gonna go over 3 different second moves when facing off.
One is if you have the majority of the ball after impact. The second is if you have slightly less than half the ball on impact. The third is if you get smoked on the clamp. Your reactions right afterwards.
Cool. Jerry, can you act like you want to be here?
I'm having a great time.
All right, let's get started.
So here's the first one. If you have slightly more than half the ball on impact, what you're gonna do is called a saw down. You lift your left hand, you get all the weight into the ball, and then you stomp your feet and you exit. On the saw down, leverage is gonna be driven into the ball. As you wiggle, the ball will go into the throat, and that's why you're gonna stomp your feet, because the ball will slide into the throat. If you get less than half the ball, slightly less, what you're gonna do is called a peel off. So you're gonna saw to gain a little bit of leverage, and then you're gonna swing your left hand around, and then you've pushed the plastic of your opponent off the ball, and then you can go into your exit. On the peel off, you wanna drive around so that you can take all of this plastic that's floppy and push it off the ball. That's why it's called a peel off. So first you wanna get your leverage by getting your weight into your right hand, and then when you swing, you can see how my fist is gonna punch his head out of the way. With all of my torque, I come around his stick, and that's where the exit comes from. Your third option is if you lose about 2/3 or more of the ball on impact, you immediately step to your right. We call it belly to helmet. Your belly is gonna line up with your opponent's helmet so you're ready for their exit so that you can counter. I wanna step right and I wanna put my foot between his hands, so now I'm going belly to helmet and I can stop him from his clean exit. So those are the 3 options on a second move. You go saw down to an exit, you go saw down into a peel off, or you get saw down belly to helmet.
I learned a lot just sitting there and watching it. I want to put some of it into action.
And that's a good idea. So what we'll do is we'll face off, and I'll just give you a really advantageous placement of the ball, and then we'll see what happens.
Jerry, who do you got in this one? Jerry!
Huh? Wearing a helmet or no? No, you don't
No.
need a helmet. Good? Don't mess up your fake Yeezys. Good? Set.
Okay, all right. He went early, actually. He went early.
We're going 2 out of 3?
Yep.
Okay. I'm betting on you, RJ. New Yeezys if you make it.
All right.
Get.
All right.
All right, let's try one more.
Okay.
Down. Set. That was awesome. How many?
Did you see that? It feels like it's blowing up.
You're gonna have a good plump. People pay a lot of money for that.
Run through those techniques again.
Yeah, so on the saw down into an exit, saw down into a peel off, saw down into a belly to helmet, or jack your opponent in the teeth.
Can you push us back to OA?
Yep, there you go.
Up next this week, we have Alec Goodpaster. He's a goalie class of 2021.
Alec made varsity as a freshman and a sophomore, and he's an Eagle Scout. So, you know, he's resourceful and intelligent and a good guy to get lost in the woods with off the field.
All around great guy.
All around great guy. Congrats, Alec. That's the final whistle, and this week's final whistle is really exciting because you're going to get the first round of Waterdogs merch, a t-shirt, gray or black.
All you have to do is tell us which 3 players you would like to see on the Waterdogs.
Lisa already gave you hers, I gave you mine, and all you need to do is a third name, comment that down below. Come up with your own 3 though that you want to actually see on the dogs.
And while you're at it, make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment on it, send it to all of your friends.
And here's a reminder to get a Waterdog sticker, send in your logo rendition if you haven't already. We're accepting them till Monday and sending you back Waterdog stickers in return.
And we have a special thank you for you guys because we got 25,000 views on our last video, which means
we're getting a dog in the office. I don't know what kind of dog, but it'll definitely be a water dog.
we're getting a dog.
Yes, so next episode, I don't know where we're gonna put it, him or her.
You have to tune in to find out.
Yes, but like this video as well, because you did a great job liking it last time, and we're getting a dog in the office, man.
We'll see you guys next week.
See you then.